Color and light is a complex subject, so that's why I'm dividing it in 3 parts. This is a part 2. In the part 1, we talked only about the light part and completely ignored the color. But actually, these 2 subjects are tightly intertwined. Hi, I'm Darana, and I'm a self-taught artist. Everything I learned from internet, books, courses. As I said before many times in my videos, in order to learn anything, you need both theory and practice. So, for the theory part, I really recommend you these 2 books. This one, Color and Light by James Gurney, is an awesome book, but it's mostly for painters. Even if you're a digital artist, as I am, it's still a pretty valuable book. It has a lot of examples on different lighting conditions and how they affect everything. So it's worth getting this one. If you can get only one book ever, get this one. It's 3D Total Publishing Artist Master Series, Color and Light. It has several authors, including Charlie Pickard, Nathan Fox, and others. And this book is absolutely beautiful. Even though it has some technical information, it explained very well, very simple. At least I perceived it way simpler than in the Scott Robertson book, How to Render. I just love this one. And aside from describing how light and color physics works, it also has some tutorials that are describing how to paint specific situation step by step from all the different artists. So this is one of the best books on the subject I ever seen. And if you prefer video form for your theory consumption, I've gathered all the best videos on the topic of color and light I could find so far. This playlist will be updated with time if I find something relevant to add to it. The link in the description down below. If you have some money to spare, you can also check these courses that I personally recommend. First 3 courses I'm recommending you to take are from the Schoolism, an online art school. All of them are included in their subscription, which costs just around $30 a month or $300 a year. This is not sponsored, I just really love the platform and I'm a subscriber for many years now. The first course is called Color and Light Workshop from Nathan Fox, a master of color. Workshop means that you watch one 30-minute lesson a day and draw along for a month. I haven't taken this one, but I will soon. The second course is Painting with Light and Color by Daisuke Tsumi and Robert Kondo, creators of Tonka House. I've personally started this one not so long ago, and I love it so far. The last course on the platform I'm recommending is Fundamentals of Lighting by Sam Nielsen. I've taken this course many years ago, and it's really elevated my knowledge on the topic. I would say it was a breakthrough moment for me, but it's very information heavy and hard to take in from the first try. Next course is this one from SVC Learn, Painting, Color and Light by Will Terry. I haven't taken it, but based on the description, it's a good one. It's included in their subscription that costs similar to the Schoolism, but have 2 weeks trial period. Lastly, I want to mention a video bundle from Ctrl+Paint. It's called Color Starter Kit, and it's practically free considering the value it provides. I bought several of his videos and bundles, including this kit, and I'm always amazed by the quality. Take time with your theory, don't try to gobble it up in one go. Sometimes you have to reread and rewatch and repeat it. Sometimes knowledge just takes time to sink in. I personally study the subjects for more than 10 years. I still find new stuff for me all the time. So now for the fun part, for the practice part. There is a lot of different exercises you can do. And I'm gonna show you some of them and I'm gonna split them in different levels, exactly as I did for the part 1 that you can check out here. So you can go up as your skill progresses. Remember to take it slow, take it easy, don't jump way over your abilities and get overwhelmed, because we want our practice to be sustainable and regular. So it have to feel kinda easy for you to do, but at the same time it shouldn't be way too boring. So you have to find this right balance for yourself. I also strongly recommend you to study from life, because a photo never can show you all the subtlety of the color that exists in real world. And also in real life, you can take the subject and rotate it around and see how light hits it and how much it changes. So study from life. But if for some reason you can't study from life, then of course, grab a photo and do a study from there, because this is so much better than no study at all. So, for the exercises itself. Level 1. Simple colored shapes. So we're going to start with similar things that we did for the value part, but we are adding color. So grab something simple in one color and do a quick study of it. It can be whatever you find at home, but the shape of it have to be relatively simple. Like this block of sticky notes, or a simple little box, a massage ball, a power bank. Even if they're just white, like this book, it's still valuable information. Because as I said before, color is everywhere and you really have to look in there to see all the subtle shifts. And also, the simpler the subject, the easier it is to see all these vague hues on the surface. Just remember, don't take difficult materials such as something transparent or semi-transparent. We're gonna get there, but it's not time yet. Experiment with different colors and different colored surfaces beneath it, because you're gonna see how different colors work together, which is very fascinating. And draw just one object per study. Level 2, adding complexity. So in this one, you can take several objects together, try more strong colors, and also you can experiment and study these difficult materials like glass or semi-transparency and even glowing surfaces. Just remember, keep one study under 1 hour. Don't drag it on. Don't paint all the small details. Try to see big overall shapes and understand light physics behind all of this. As you get more advanced, you can add challenge to it by limiting the time that you're able to spend on one study. And if it got way too boring, you can try the next level. Level 3, quick scene studies. So in this level, you just draw whatever you see in front of you as you see it. It can be outside doing some plein air, or it can be just at home. Sitting on the couch, you see some stuff on the table, paint it. This is very complex, especially if you have a lot of objects. So again, focus on the big shapes, not details. So remember whatever theory you got and try to see how it actually works in real life. As a bonus, you can also do movie frame studies. I call it level 3.5, because when you study movie frames, you also study composition and emotional part of color. And remember, keep one study under 1 hour, because we are not drawing an illustration, we are just studying. Level 4, color shapes from imagination. This one is similar to the level 4 in the value video. You draw this random blob, you set any color in it, you set any background color, and you try to shade it realistically. In order to check yourself, you can show it to more professional artists, or you can model similar shape in any 3D program you know. Set the similar light and check if you got the value right. But if you want to check if you got the colors right, I can recommend you this awesome program. You can buy it on Gumroad for just $7. It's called Constructor. I'm gonna leave the link in the description down below. So this is how you use it. You set up the color of the main light, then you set the ambient light, then you set the background color. You can change the color of every object. Let's try to match this one for the green that we painted. Something like that. And then let's try to match this one for the yellow one. Something like that. You can change from sphere to the cube, and you can change the color with the sliders, and you can also delete objects. So let's take a screenshot of that and paste in our scene. As you can already notice, in my scene I painted the yellow object way more saturated. And this can depend on the material that it's made of. And I really like to exaggerate colors. And as you can see, the color constructor gave us very grayish colors in the shadows. And I usually don't like that. But the green one is kind of close. So you still have to learn color to be able to paint something beautiful. But you can use Color Constructor to learn how colored light behaves with different colored objects. So, for example, let's set very bright colors on every object. The white one, the black one, something very red, and something very green. And then I'm going to change the ambient color to a very strong colored blue. And I'm going to change the color of the directed light to different. And you can see how the plugin calculates the light behavior depending on light color and local object color. So this is a great way to learn how the color behaves with different lighting conditions. Level 5. Material Studies from Imagination. This one is most complex one, and it requires that you have studied various materials from life or photos multiple times. What you do is to draw base cube or sphere or any other simple form, set a light direction and choose some distinguishable material, for example wax or stone or jelly, and try to paint the form as if it would be made of this material. Here you can see me doing study of the candle material, both lit and unlit. I've painted quite a few candles before, so it's not impossible for me to imagine how it would look. After I'm done, I would find some reference of candles, check myself, and make some notes on my mistakes. This one is very fun, but very challenging. It helps you to understand where you lack knowledge and need extra practice. Mastering this, you will be able to paint anything from imagination. That's it. That's all exercises I could come up with for this fundamental. Remember, it's way better to do a quick study in 15 minutes than not do any study at all. And even if it looks nothing like your subject you're studying, you still succeeded. The goal with all of this is just to sit and make a study. And it can be ugly as hell and you can throw it away, it doesn't matter. The result doesn't matter, the process is all what matters. Remember to study regularly. It's way better to study a little bit every day than to cram up several hours on a weekend. Even if you advance to level 4, it doesn't mean that you can never do level 1 exercises anymore. In fact, it's beneficial for any skill level. If you're unsure how to structure your study time and what exercises to pick and what courses to go through or books to read or videos to watch, then feel free to send me a request for a one-on-one coaching session where we're going to together write a study schedule for you to follow. Check the link in the description down below. Hope it was helpful. In the next video, I'm going to talk about emotional and design part of color and light subject. So subscribe to this channel, click the notification button to make sure you don't miss it. You can also subscribe to my newsletter to read about all other stuff I do and recommend. See you in the next one. This is a part 2. Didn't synchronized? Synchronized. Okay, I'm gonna wing it. I am so unprepared. No. Because when you study movie stills, screenshots, movie frames. Because when you study movie frames, in order to check yourself, you can order. In order to check and I thought